Hey, it's Bill. Here's my thoughts on status of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know it's been a while since I did a video, since game 58. I can tell you, my mood isn't any better. All right, I did see a note about, I haven't posted in a while on the Leafs, and it's the same garbage, same nonsense, same expectations, same play, nothing changes. Austin Matthews is the best player in the NHL, and we're going to waste him. The Leafs are going to waste him. It is what it is. I'll get into the games. The games I missed, they were barn burners, weren't they? The Buffalo Sabres outdoor game and an absolute disaster. Goals from the red line, and no one showed up. They wore the construction worker boots to go to work, and then they did not bring any construction type work there. Sabres dressed like, I don't know, some freaking basketball team from a movie. Disaster. Next game up, they beat the Dallas Stars out. Erik Källgren comes in and gets a shutout. And actually, I thought he played well, even though he lost to Nashville on the Saturday. But Erik Källgren was nice. Brought a little bit of stability in the net. Good win over there, 4-0. Win over Carolina. A horrible first period. I thought Carolina was the better team for the majority of the game, to be honest. But Erik Källgren again stepped up. St. Patty's jerseys, beautiful 3-2 victory. And then the Nashville game, they got outworked again, which is just everything that I do, everything I say. Outworked, and they got outworked. They got out-hit. Källgren, to me, played better than what Mrazek did last night, but he got the loss, and so they started Mrazek last night. Let's get into this game. First of all, when I'm loading up NHL Sportsnet to watch the game, I'm going to tell you right now, TSN is dominant when it comes to pregame coverage and analysis. And then I got Sportsnet, where I got Golly Shucks Beeve, Ron McLean, Jamal Mayers. I've never seen him on there before, but I would suggest we never see him again. And Jennifer Botterill giving me an analysis. I tried, it was 2 minutes. And then I realized what I was actually watching, and that was a hard no. So I can't watch it. It's embarrassing. How in the, give me TSN, I'm not, Jeff O'Neill, Drager, on Sportsnet. Give me Friedman. Give me Bieksa. I don't even mind Jennifer Botterill. You can't have Golly G. Beeve, Ron McLean, Jamal Mayers, who obviously this is his first time being in front of a TV. This is the hard-hitting analysis that I'm looking for as a sports fan. Who are you trying to get to watch this analysis? A diehard Leaf fan or a Gen Zer? Because you ain't going to get the diehard hockey fan watching this. Garbage. Do analysis, for God's sakes. I don't care about a picture of 6 families and one of their dads used to play goddamn hockey and the Leafs. I don't care. Jesus. Terrible. Then I got to go to the game. So, okay, I take my break. I go, well, I don't have to go back to the TV to 7:10 or 7:05, and I should be fine. I then see a rendition of the Canadian anthem that I can't describe, or the anthems, that it was an absolute disaster. I thought the outdoor game, the person couldn't sing. I don't know what that was, but when I'm begging for Martina Louise Ortiz de Dupreez back, what the? Does no one listen to whatever that thing was that sung? That's a group? What do you hire them for $10? Do I throw change at them in the corner of Bloor and Bay? That's awful. That's entertainment. I don't care if you're a kid. I know it was a kids game, so you got to get the kids involved. I get all that. What kid wasn't doing this? Who thought that was a good rendition? Because when 5 people are singing and they're all out of tune and they're not even on the same level of like with each other, it certainly wasn't Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, was it? God. So now I'm getting pissed off. I haven't seen the game. I haven't seen the drop of a puck yet. And then you got the uniforms. The uniforms look fine. They reverse. I don't care. They look fine. They're a cool uniform. I'll probably get one. Get to the game. Game starts. And I go, oh, there's another game where they didn't show up. I'm going to guess that Bunting, Matthews, and Marner were out having some pops with Bieber the night before, because that was probably the worst effort I've seen from that line. Hell, Marner couldn't even stand up. I know he gets a goal in the second period, but that was just You're playing the New Jersey Devils, who just beat the Rangers 7-4 the night before. They flew in at what time in the morning? They're a tired team. They're not a good team, and they're tired. And that's the effort you throw out there? There were times in this game where the New Jersey Devils were dominating it. Oh, if you paid money to go see that game, that was an atrocious game for the first period. That was an atrocious first period. You get to the second period, the power play is just disgusting. And, of course, the Leafs get a penalty. Poor Mrazek, I guess I got to say, it goes off Labushkin and in the net. And you're going, oh, here we go again. Now, I will say this about Mrazek. He looks like a gazelle being surrounded by a bunch of lions. He's Dominic Hasek without the saves. He's all over the net. He doesn't look comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with him in the net. How in the world does a player feel comfortable with him? Half the time he isn't in the goddamn net. I saw that they had a practice thing where they put pylons on to try to keep him in the net. Watch the game. He wasn't in the net. On the one goal, they said, oh, well, he made the first save. No, he didn't. Justin Hall made the save. And he ended up being back in the net when the goal was scored. In the net. At least he was between the posts, but he was in the net. Mrazek is not the goalie. If anyone believes that Mrazek is going to be the goalie to get us through the playoffs, I've got land in Florida I got to sell to you. It's fantastic. Disregard it's on a nuclear plant old site that had a burn down. I got plenty of good stuff for you. Mrazek's awful. The only way that the Leafs are going to go well is if Campbell comes back and plays like Campbell can. Mrazek doesn't have the ability. He can't stay in the goddamn net. I know he got the win. I don't care. Again, he looks like a gazelle surrounded by lions. He looks nervous. He's all over the damn place. Anyways, the only one line that did show up was the third line, Mikheyev, Kampf, although Kampf had a horrible giveaway, and Engvall. That they tried. And, of course, they scored the shorthanded goal, Mikheyev. Fantastic effort. Then you give up the goal right away. Nice pass by Matthews to Marner, but I expected a lot more to that group. And again, I think they might have hung out with the Biebs a little bit too long. And this thing about, Biebs was on TV too. I don't care about Biebs. Personally, I don't find that. I never got it. My daughter liked it. I never got it. I don't find him talented. The bloody song to begin was I mean, if I sung that song, I would be embarrassed myself. So that tells you what I understand about music. I mean, that's rock. Sounds like a grade 9 choir. The lyrics are about as brilliant as a grade 6's rendition of a story time. Justin Bieber's I don't get it. He designed the uniforms. Getting on the piece. You know what? I'll give this to Biebs. If he can keep Austin Matthews in Toronto by selling him more Tim Bieber biscuits, and because they're friends, Austin Matthews decides to stay in Toronto. Justin, go to every goddamn game. Be on TV 35 times if you can keep Matthews in town. I don't care what you do. But your song isn't to sing that and actually take yourself seriously by singing that song that started the game. I'm embarrassed for you. Okay. Third period. Again, the Leafs turned it on a little bit. There's no doubt the third period was a better period. But the penalties started to go, the high stick on Mikheyev. And then all of a sudden, Engvall, the one that's trying hard, makes a beautiful play on Dougie Hamilton, pots it for 3-2. The Leafs hang on to win 3-2. Is that a great game? No, it's a putrid game. I thought they played terribly. I thought they played terribly against Nashville. I thought they played terribly in the first period against Carolina, sort of decent after that. I thought they played all right against Dallas. That's probably the best defensive effort I've seen. And I thought they played terrible against Buffalo. So that's what you got. The last 5 games. There's your analysis for you. It's going to be the same things. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Tavares can't skate. Man can't skate. $11 million for a man who can't skate. William Nylander is looking at that Nashville game, he's looking at every opportunity to not get hit. He is avoiding contact like I avoid a bunch of girls yapping in the park. He avoids contact. There is no contact. He might as well play no contact league. Kerfoot is Kerfoot. What are you going to do? Marner and Matthews and Bunting, good line. That's your line. We got one line. Let's get into defense. Again, Hall was awful last night. I thought Brody wasn't very good last night. And now let's get into these big additions we brought in. Colin Blackwell. Whoa. I mean, there's like 900 guys like Colin Blackwell in the league. But I guess this one's more special. Who cares? Do you think Colin Blackwell edition is going to bring it? Or how about the Drew edition in Florida? That might make a difference. Colin Blackwell is going to be the big savior for us? Well, whoop-de-freaking do. Sign me up. But, Bill, they got Mark Giordano. Let me tell you a story about Mark Giordano. I was in a hospital waiting room while my wife was in labor with Ainsley, our first daughter. And it was October 14th, and it was at night. And she was kind of in one of those states where it was me and my father-in-law could actually turn on the game. And we watched the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Calgary Flames. And we watched Mark Giordano get his first goal. In the same game, Matt Sundin got his 500th goal in overtime off Mikra Kiprasov. You know the problem with this memory? Is my daughter is 15 and a half years freaking old. Mark Giordano has been in the league for at least 15 and a half years. That's the problem with this. I haven't seen the Leafs win a playoff victory since that day. And before that day. That's the problem with this. Is Giordano good? Yeah, but it's like, he'll be steady. But I'm supposed to be jumping up and down because of this one? Give me Mark Giordano in 2009, and we're talking. You know what? Even 2013. We're in 2022. Mark Giordano. He'll be the savior, is he? He'll at least play defense. But goodness gracious, he ain't got the wheels that he used to have, because that was a very slow... He'll play his position. He's probably not... It's not bad to have Mark Giordano on your team. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a bad defenseman. But that's gonna put the Leafs over the top. Huh. I think I might have preferred Ben Sherratt. Josh Manson. Hampus Lindholm. Where did some of them go? Oh, yeah, Boston and Florida. The teams the Leafs are going to have to play. So excuse me if I'm not jumping up for joy and thinking, wow, the Leafs are on their path to glory. The only way the Leafs get through the first round is if Jack Campbell comes back and plays like Jack Campbell of November. That is it. That is all, because it's still going to be chance after chance. And Muzzin doesn't come back. But I think he is, so that's just going to ruin my mood even more. Unless Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and Bunting can find out to score 5 goals a game, they're done in the first round. This is my analysis for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I think I get another little break until Saturday, where I get to play Montreal in Montreal, and we know all how that happens. Hopefully they start Mrazek again, because that'll be fantastic. Cheers.